Morning. It's the 27th, 28th. Yes, 28th, Friday. I'm getting ready to leave soon with my husband to go to this appointment. I slept better last night, but woke way worse. My head is very wackadoodle. Very wackadoodle. And I was online earlier, and people on the Mel Debarkment forum were talking about being extreme, obviously dizzy, that's what we are, but having this horrendous brain, quote, fog, which doesn't really describe it because it's worse than brain fog. It's cognitive stiflization. Is that a word? And they were all talking about the same symptoms I have. So my head cleared up a little bit last night, but it's right back to being very bad right now and very off-balanced. And so, as you all know, having a meeting and trying to sound like an intelligent human being is going to be challenging. You have to put every brain cell into this so you don't come across as a complete babbling idiot or somebody who's about ready to have a stroke. But I've got the bobbing, definitely bobbing, and just, oh man, it's rough. It's rough living with this. It's rough trying to do anything with this because you just, and as I've said before, not doing anything doesn't make it feel better. Doing things doesn't make it, nothing makes it feel better. It's like you're in a torture chamber. Got a lot of pressure in the back of my head last couple days too. A lot of pressure. Neck is starting to hurt really bad again. And this one area, well, now it's down. Last night it was swollen. This one lymph node felt swollen again last night. Yay. Yay. So, yeah, I was laying in bed doing this. Actually, was doing the 4-7-8 breathing this morning because I felt like I was going to fly up through the ceiling, up through the roof, into the sky. My body was so wired. And yet your head is so whacked. It's such a contradiction of feelings. But I actually took my pulse and took my oximeter out. I have it on the phone and checked because I felt like I was not getting enough oxygen. And I am. It's anxiety, I guess, along with all the other nonsense. It's like, but you shouldn't wake up like this. You're not thinking of anything. Nothing has happened. It's chemical. It's in your brain. It's a chemical reaction. It's not situational. So, anyway, that's my update. I figured I'm going to bring over some totes later on and start trying to wrap in some of her breakable items. So I'm not doing it all on Monday. I can do a little, I said this last night, I think. I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to try to do a little bit over the weekend. And maybe I can get a lot done when she has her companion come today, because her companion can actually take her outside and sit with her outside while I'm trying to do some of this. My head, oh God. You know, you just live literally minute by minute. It is literally surviving minute by minute. It's hard to look forward to anything when you're feeling like this, but I hope some of you are doing better. Once she's in this home, I'll have a lot more time, won't I? I'll have a lot more time. Probably too much time. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Hello. Busy day. Busy, dizzy. Dizzy, busy day. I'm very off-balanced. But I'm going to do a quick rundown of how today went, and then I'm going to let you go. It's not going to be long. Hopefully it won't be long. So we get there. I like the facility. I like the people I met. Filled out a lot of paperwork. Got a lot of information. And then was brought to the apartment. Was told it was a living room. Small. She did say small. Small living room. Small bedroom and a bathroom. She opens the door. My husband's behind me. I literally went, I think that it's about an 8 by 13 foot room. I have carpeting. I have area rugs that are bigger than her living room. Bedroom. I can't even measure that because there's really no doors between. You walk in the door and here's this little, I would consider a closet. Then there's a little entrance that goes into another, I would consider a closet. And then the bathroom is off to this side with, at the very end, a real closet. Excuse me. And the bad thing is on the wall that's here, here's the room, window here, door here. On this wall, they have from 1950s a mini fridge slash little sink slash 2-burner stove. The burners don't work. Those have been disconnected. They don't work. But the sink and the mini fridge work. So you can't even really use that wall because it's rather wide, and on either side it's not much space to put anything. I can't bring any of your furniture over. I can't even put a love seat in there. I could put a chair and a side table. That's it. In her bedroom, her bed, I don't know if I can get, I know her big dresser I can't get in there. I might be able to get her tall dresser in there. And maybe a nightstand. Don't know. If I push the bed against the wall. And that's it. The bathroom's the biggest room of the whole place. And that's because, you know, they feel like, and the bathroom's rather nice. The bathroom's the most updated room in the little apartment. So I clearly, I fought back tears. I let them know I'm really going to lose it. I'm going to lose it here. How do you work with this? And they kept trying to reassure me, you have to understand this is not what you're used to. She is not going to spend but maybe 20% of her time in here. The most time she's going to be in here is when she's sleeping. Other than that, she's going to be out there where they have living rooms set up and little dining. Each floor has got like 3 or 4. It's set up with just like, I forgot how many apartments in each little section. So let's say in the dining room, it's 3 round, nice tables with 4 chairs around it. So 12 people will eat in that room together. Home-style eating, home-style dinners. All her meals are out there. And then there's several common rooms that are leather couches and nice armchairs, big screen TVs, living room style, with even one of them's got a fireplace. Make you feel like you're at home. And they said, they're out there. They're not in here. Because we keep them out there. We keep them busy. We've got activities all day long. All day long. If she wants to go back to her room and take a nap, she's welcome to. But we check on her every 2 hours. The longest period of time she'll go without being checked when she's in her apartment is 2 hours. So they kept trying to reassure me. You know, we go out to the courtyard. They go on day trips once or twice a month. If she wants to, I sign her up. So she'll even get to go out. Forgive me picking my teeth on this. But there's always something to do, and if not, they're just... And all the residents were. They were all out in these rooms. Some were outside on this nice patio area that they've just put in. Some of them were watching TV. Some of them were just sitting around talking. Some were doing activities. They were all out of their rooms. And she said, and that's the thing. It's not about what she's used to, about sitting in her apartment calling you every 5 minutes because she doesn't know what to do with herself. She won't have time. But I'm trying to figure out what to put in these closet-size rooms to make it even feel somewhat like her own place. Can't fit her recliner in there. If I brought her recliner in there, that would be it. It would be a recliner and a little teeny table next to it. Literally. And we have to put her flat screen up on the wall because there's not a place to put it on a table. So we have to put it on the wall. We have to get one of those brackets. So what we decided, or I decided, is that we're going to bring her little dinette table that has 3 chairs, but probably only bring 2. I think that's all we can fit is 2 chairs with the table against the wall. Lots of pictures. I'm going to do lots of pictures all over the walls. If I can get her that dresser in there, or I might have to buy a smaller dresser. Pictures all on the top of that. Lots of pictures. But all her knickknacks, all her knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, all that stuff, nowhere to put it. Nowhere. Nowhere. Of course, I couldn't go look at other people's apartments. That's against the law and against HIPAA. Because I actually said, boy, I really wish I could see somebody else's apartment just to see how they possibly do this. Because I have an eye for decorating. No, I'm not great, but I do have an eye for certain things. And I couldn't come up with anything. It was like, what am I supposed to do with this to make it feel a little bit like hers? But I had to remind myself, you're looking at it through your eyes. You're not looking at it through her eyes. She's in her own apartment with everything she owns, and it doesn't feel familiar. It's not home. She doesn't recognize it. So why are you making yourself crazy? You're looking at it because I'm, you know, I start tearing up in the car with my husband. And again, she is going to get all the care she needs. All her meals, all her meds, everything will be taken care of. I will not have to go over there. And I won't. It's a half-an-hour drive. We were driving pretty quickly, and we got there in 30 minutes. If traffic is bad, it would be 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So I won't be going over there. Because I asked, now, when you bring her at 11 o'clock on Monday, we suggest that the family comes around as much as possible the first couple of weeks. And I was like, how much is as much as possible? And she goes, well, it varies with every person. I said, well, I'm over half an hour away. And I'm not going to go into any more detail than that, but I'm not going to be able to get here like every day. I'll get here when I can. She won't be calling me. Nowhere to put those phones that I had bought her. Where the phone jack is, there's nowhere to set it down where she can sit down and make a phone call, so I can't use those phones. And they said, for the most part, most of the they're not patients, the residents, most of the residents there don't have phones. I said, no, I need a phone. I'll get a cordless phone. She won't be able to call us anymore because she has no idea how to use a phone. As far as calling, she doesn't know how to dial numbers. But we'll have a phone in her room that we can call her and reach out to her when she is in her room, whenever she's in her room. Can't put my cameras in there because, not because they don't want it, they don't have Wi-Fi. They have Wi-Fi It's not throughout the whole building. They don't have Wi-Fi there. And my surveillance cameras needs Wi-Fi. So I won't have Wi-Fi. I won't have the cameras there. So I'm just going to trust and obey. So I've told all my kids to come over in the next 2 days and take whatever they want. I'm taking the leather power recliner that we just bought her last winter. I think I got it. I don't remember when I got this recliner. It's not, I don't think it's even a year old. It may be, no, it's not, it might be just going on a year old, this recliner. And it barely has been used. So I'm taking that. The rest of the furniture, have at it, kids. And if you don't want it, I literally will put a message out to the building, all the old ladies in the building, and they are like vultures. They come in and, I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I'll take that, and somebody I know will come and take that, and before you know it, the apartment's empty. I don't know what to do with all her knickknacks and stuff, all the things that she has collected. I don't want them. I have no place to put them. I don't think my kids are going to want them. And then it kills you to just give them to somebody, but I'd rather give them to somebody who might appreciate it. So I'm just trying to take this all in. I expected this room to be bigger. When I was still in the office signing papers and stuff, I said, so I'm trying, you know, the size of the apartment. She's got a love seat. She's got a recliner. She's got another chair. She's got 2, 3, 4 end tables. She's got a big console that holds her flat screen TV. And the woman's just looking at me going, yeah, I don't think you're gonna get that all in there. She should have said, you are not gonna get that in there. But she waited and let the other woman come and bring me for the tour, me and my husband for the tour, to let her get the shot, feel my shock. But the rest of the place I have no problem with. Everything else seems good. Place was clean. People looked well cared for. There were a lot of aides all over the place. God bless them, to work on in a building that's all dementia. It's all dementia, Alzheimer's. That's what this building is. Memory care facility. So, anyone need a huge dresser with a huge mirror that has, I mean, I have some big pieces of furniture that I gotta pawn off on somebody. Somebody will take it. So, starting tomorrow, I'm going to go over there and start packing things. Sunday, we are going to move the table, the little dinette table. It's a wooden, solid oak, wooden dinette with the 2 chairs over there with the valances that I have in her windows, nightstand, maybe a lamp and pictures. I'm going to bring what I can over there on Sunday, put them all up, so like I said, when we bring her there on Monday, they make a big to-do when a new resident comes in, you know, they greet her, everybody make a big to-do, I guess, introduce her to everybody, show her around. It's a busy day for her, and while she's doing that, we'll be emptying out the rest of her apartment as much as we can. We have until the 1st. So we have a couple days to completely empty the apartment. That's it. Then we step into the new phase. But, oh, I said it wasn't going to be long. It is going to be long. So, the woman I just hired as a companion, she gets to my mom's and I call there and I said, I have good news and bad news. The good news, if you look under the table right next to you, sitting next to, there's a basket, and in the basket you'll see an envelope. Your money's in there. And she found it and said thank you. And I said, the bad news is today's your last day. My mother's moving on Monday. And she goes, oh my goodness, really? And I said, yes. But I thank you for the 2 days that you were able to be there with her, and I appreciate it, and enjoy your couple hours with her today, because I called her when she first got there. Okay, so the woman's there from 2:30 to 4:30. leaves at 4:30. I'm out on a walk with my husband, walking the dogs, dizzy as all get out. I'm like, because I'm looking down, looking up, looking down, and I'm like, I can't walk the dogs. I can take my own walk because I look straight ahead, walking the dogs. But anyways, the phone rings. Donna Joe, when are you getting here? I'm like, didn't Lorna just... Who's Lorna? I go, Mom, the woman who was... Oh, was that her name? Yeah, but what's that got to do with you coming over? And I go, Mom, I'm not coming over. You just had Lorna there for 2 hours. But you said you were coming over. And I said, no, I didn't, Mom. I'm not coming over, okay? Your aide should be there, which she already was, and I didn't know that at that point, but the aide had just walked in. Your aide should be coming to make your dinner, and I'll talk to you later, but I'm not coming over. Oh, blah, blah. Okay, we hang up. 5 minutes later. Pick up the phone. I'm still out on the walk. Will you please tell me what apartment I'm in? And I hear the aide saying, Donna Joe, you are in your own apartment. I am not in my own apartment. And she starts yelling at the aide. And I'm like, Mom, listen to me. Go look at the door. It says 214. Look at your wristlet. Look at your bracelet, which I just, by the way, I just had that bracelet made and paid for it. And all that information is, well, everything is not except for the address. So I got to take the bracelet off of her on Monday. Got to remember to do that. And she's like, no, I'm house sitting. It was back to she's house sitting and they're going to come back. And I said, no, nobody's coming back tonight. You're fine. That's your aide. She's making you dinner. What is she making you? She's making me tuna noodle casserole. Good, you haven't had that in a long time. Sit down at that table and eat it. I would have thought you'd be tired after having such a long visit. Well, I am. I'm exhausted, but I have nowhere to go to bed. No, you're going to go to bed in that bed in the other room. I put your sheets. I put your blanket. We went through the whole spiel again. Whole spiel. I get off the phone. My husband goes, now do you still feel guilty putting her in the nursing home or the skilled? And I go, nope, you're right. She's got to go. She's got to go. She can't do... The room is stinky, but she won't be in there 80% of the time. She won't even be in that apartment. I guess they can call it an apartment because it has little walls that jut out to separate the bathroom from the bedroom from the living room. The living room is... My husband took pictures. I didn't even take pictures. I was like, I don't even want to take pictures of this. It wasn't that it wasn't clean or anything. It was clean. Freshly painted. It was just that it was this small. It was this big. So, yeah, 2 calls. One on top of the other. I said, as soon as you eat your dinner, go into the other room and you'll find your pajamas. Well, why would your pajamas are in there? Look in the dresser where the TV is on, and there's pajamas in there. And get in bed. Go to bed. So the next 2 days are going to be interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to sign off. Lord willing, if I don't lose my mind, I'll be back at this again soon. God bless.